So whatever you make your purpose, like people say, why I should have purpose of life? What should be my purpose? Why I should have? After all, why should I have a purpose of life? Well, the simple answer is that whatever your purpose is, that is controlling your life. That is a remote control for you. So let's say if I make money my purpose, now the money will dictate and control my life. They are in control. If they say money say I will only come if you do this haram, I say no problem because this is my purpose. So money is dictating me. If the money says okay, defraud your friend, business partner, I will say okay because that's my purpose. If I make a purpose a woman or a woman a man, then they will control you. You are controlled by them, or do this, etc., and leave this, leave that, etc., and things. If you make the purpose of your life, let's say, politics, parties, politics is a good thing. It means delivering services to people. But if you make that your ultimate objective and seeking fame and name, that's going to control you. If you make a football game, cricket game, your purpose, that will control you. You see people fighting over football game. Recently must have heard about Leicester. Well, cricket match after a game. While Prophet Islam said that human being, a Muslim, is so precious in the sight of Allah that even more than the Kaaba. And the human being has value as well. And now these people are not following Indian, Pakistani, Hindu, Muslim. They are not. They are following shaitan, whoever actually causes havoc and terror in people's lives, especially through games and things. These are the very same people who will not be good with their wives as well, who are fighting in the street. Because actually it's not about, say, a country or nationality. A person who is good, he will be good everywhere. He will not even harm an ant. He will not harm a cat. And who is not who's fighting in the street, he'll be fighting in the home as well. He'll be fighting in the friends. So it's not about, don't be confused about Indian, Pakistani or anything like this. It is about the mentality of people. Because you find these people who have this mentality, they are from one country, then they're fighting between themselves in one country saying, oh, they're from Pakistan, one will say, I am Punjabi, the other say, I am Pathan, then they are fighting this. If they're okay, if they're out of this, now they are in Punjab, one will say, I am Raja, the other one will say, I am Bhatti, the other one will say, I am this, and they are fighting. And then, so it's not about countries, it's not about races, it is about mentality, a human. Person who have humanity, especially Muslim, is a universal person. For to him, he belongs to Allah, and to Allah belongs whole the universe. So he thinks, I am responsible for this ant, even a dog, even a cat, all human beings living. And what these people are doing, even the Muslims and the Sahaba are in the state of war would not do this. Like people who are, for example, causing damage to masjids or mandir or whatever. So the Prophet Islam even announced that even if we are at war with someone, you shouldn't demolish or kill other people who are worshippers of other gods. Maybe they are worshipping someone separately. For priests and other things, children, women, people in the street, going about their different, even state of, this is the Islamic teaching, universal teaching. So, as I was saying that once, if you make the game your purpose, the game dictates you. If you make so, if they have lost, in games, that's for enjoyment. People actually do games and they, for good health and enjoyment, not for actually discord and fitna, this like this. Otherwise, the next step will be that any team which actually is defeated, they will beat them up next time. That you have, that means the same mentality. They might actually say, oh yeah, these people actually let us down. Let's actually teach them a lesson. You never know these. So you have to stop. No, one should not be happy or he's from my team, this thing, no, whatever it is, it's wrong, it's happening wrong, no matter against an animal and thing. And these people are doing no favor. But anyway, coming back to the thing which I was saying, that anything which you make your objective, your purpose, that will dictate you, that will rule you. So who do you want to be ruled by? A woman, by shaitan, by nafs, by football, by drugs, by smoking? You want smoking, drugs to rule you? You want the politics to rule you? Who are they? You are an independent human being. You should be saying, no, I want to. They are human beings, they are creation like me. I want to be ruled by the one and only ruler. It's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who created me. And to the true sense of the word, Al-Malik, the king, he is the real king only. All others, he have given whatever they have. The only one giver is Allah Azza wa Jal. Whoever have the worldly kings, they have taken from the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So they're not kings. So to the sense of the verb, if we say the king who owns and gives, it is only Allah who owns, creates, and gives, and withholds. All others are same people. If you take everything away, there's no difference as such. So be wise. Who do you want to be controlled by? Who do you want to be ruled by? Say, no, I don't want to be slave. But if you don't want to be slave of anyone, anything, then actually submit to Allah and you will benefit. So coming back to the cave is, this dunya, this world is like a mountain, and a mountain top, there is a cave, closeness of Allah. If you live there, if you reside there with Allah, you will be as though the world is under your feet. World is under your feet. It's not getting to your heart. The other scenario is, if you make the world your purpose, look here, it's as though you are not in the cave of the closeness of Allah, lovers of the world, seekers of dunya, people of materialistic gains only, those who love the dunya, live a life as though they are carrying a mountain, living under the pressure, frustrated, exhausted, depressed. It's as though they are carrying weights. And you hear some people, oh, I feel a lot of weight on my shoulder. It's weight of dunya. Oh, I feel depressed. Where is this depression coming from? Dunya is depressing you. Made that a purpose, now actually it is on top of you. Whilst the awliya Allah, they keep their heart only with, is completely vacant for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, living in the life, so their hearts are actually attached to Allah Azza wa Jal. And Allah Azza wa Jal said in the Quran as well, وَمَنْ أَعْرَضَ عَنْ ذِكْرِي فَإِنَّ لَهُ مَعِيشَةً ضَنْكَ. Whoever will turn away from me, my guidance, protection, he will live a depressed life. You see people, very fluent politicians, others committing suicide here, there, doing all sorts of things. So there is the world is exhausting these people actually. They are under, it's as though they are carrying a lot of weight and things. While so the awliya Allah, la khawfun alayhim wa la hum yahzanun. No fear, no grief. Because why? Simple reason, the heart is not attached. If you have no attachment, if you take this plate away, what it bothers? It doesn't bother to me. But if I am very much, no, this is my special plate, this is my this, and I have spent much time here. Now if people lose money, people even lose shoes, actually, and they feel restless. So one of the saintly person said actually to the other that having shoes there in the shelves is fine. He said, but for those people who are prayer will also, whilst they are praying, their thoughts will be in the shelves, in the shoes. It's better they bring with them in a bag and keep them at least. Because attachment can be with anything, and wherever the attachment is, the heart is going to be there. So there's a story of Sayyidina Abdul Qadir Jalani, rahimahullah ta'ala. He was a businessman. He heard news of that his loss, as he was giving a lesson, a letter came, yes, you made a loss, your ship, the ship sank where your commodities and products were there. So he said, Alhamdulillah, and closed it. After that, there came another time, another letter, which said that no, you made a profit, that was someone else's, etc., etc. He said, Alhamdulillah. And after that, people asked him that why he said Alhamdulillah on both occasions, whilst when he is suffering loss, he's saying Alhamdulillah, and benefiting, saying Alhamdulillah. He said, I didn't say about the materialistic thing. Yes, you are right. If it was about materialistic thing, then this should have been the way. But I was just testing myself, that I say I love Allah, I am attached to Allah. Now the news of loss, that you've lost your money, thousands of pounds, and I turn to my heart, that is my heart affected? Because if it's attached to it, then it will be affected. Or is it still in remembrance and attached to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? And it was attached to Allah the Almighty. I thanked Allah for this. So Alhamdulillah, my heart is not attached to this. Then I heard or knew the news of profit. Again, when a person is very happy, they seem to forget everything. They scream and they do, and they become very happy. So I thought that this is a litmus test to test the heart, that in state of happiness, is my heart come away from Allah, or is it actually still in the presence of Allah? And I found it is still in remembrance, presence of Allah. It's not. So I thanked Allah. So when the heart is not attached too much, then actually there is not much suffering as such. But if it is, as you see in this diagram, it's as though you are holding all the baggage, I think. And awliya Allah are like this in the cave of illumination, that between the sky and the highest peak of the mountain, you see this is the peak and then the sky. Top cave represents the state of the heart of the awliya Allah. There is nothing in between this and actually at the sky. So the heart of the wali is such that there is, because not attached to anything, so it is between the heart and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and heart actually feels at rest. It is at peace. Whilst the other people like myself, and others, they have so many things, other barriers. They have sin, pride, wealth, love of fame, jealousy. This is why peace and tranquility does not flow into the heart. It's coming, but these people are living here, and they have these things. So it becomes a barrier to receive. So that's why a jealous person can't feel at peace. Why this person have this? Why this person have that? And why I don't have this? Person who have animosity, they can't actually. It's an inner fire which is of restlessness, which money.